Good afternoon, thank you very much, and welcome here to Glennon Brothers Pierce Park in Longford Town, County Longford, for the opening day of the Lidl Ladies National Football League Division 3B Round 1, Longford against Wicklow. A new year kicking off, it might be May, but certainly a big opportunity for both counties to establish themselves in 2021. I'm Darren Kelly, welcome to our broadcast brought to you in association with Sporting Limerick as we get ready for this opening contest. Longford under a new management, hoping to have improved fortunes in 2021, while Wicklow, All-Ireland junior finalists last year, may have their eyes on the prize later down the year. It was a draw when the two teams met last year in the league, 8 points apiece. Hopefully it's a more high-scoring contest today. The sun is out, but the wind is blowing to the right and will favour the team to the right in the first half. Let's look at the two teams. As you can see on screen, the Longford team has one change from your starting 15. In goal number 1 is Rianne McGrath. Full back line 2, Katie Crawford. Full back number 3 is Deanne Keegan, and 4 is Aisling Cosgrove. The half back line, as mentioned, wearing number 21 is Michelle Noonan. She comes in for Orlan Evans. Centre back number 6 is Emer O'Brien, and 7 is Claire Farrell. In midfield were number 8 Niamh Darcy, partner by number 9 Grace Shannon. Half forward line 10 Emer Heaney, 11 is Ciara Healy, and 12 Eva Darcy. And the inside line, top of the right, number 13 Anna McDonald. Full forward number 14 is the captain Michelle Farrell, and top of the left where number 15 is Sarah Shannon. That is the Longford team. Their opponents from Wicklow have two changes from the starting team. The Longford substitutes on your screen at the moment. We'll run through the Wicklow team in just a second. And this is the Wicklow team. The lines up two changes from the starting 15. In goal number 1 is Loretta Gilbert. Full back line 2, Emily Mulhall. The captain is number 3, Sarah Jane Winders. And 4 is Aoife Gillen. The half back line were number 5, Kate Hennessy. Centre back number 6 is Alana Conroy. And 7 is Laura Clark. The first of the changes comes in midfield. Number 18, Aoife Gorman. She starts the game instead of number 8. And she's partnered by number 9, Niamh McGettigan. The half forward line 10 is Laurie Ahern. 11, Sarah Delahunt, and number 27, Rihanna McGettigan, comes into the team instead of number 12. And in the inside line, number 13, Sinead McGettigan. Full forward, number 14 is Maeve Deany, and top of the left, where number 15 is Marie Keeley. But expect those two inside players to rotate. And of course, the Wicklow substitutes coming up for you in a moment. Wicklow looking for a big year. This year in Division 3, it's 2 groups of 4. Longford and Wicklow in the same group as Laois and Kildare, who meet at 5:30 later on this evening. But of course, if you have any promotion aspirations this year, you want to get off to a winning start. 2 wins could be required to get in to the top 2 spots in the respective sides of each division. Who will be successful today? We will find out. Not long now to throw in. And just there, the referee for this game is Lorraine O'Sullivan from Nafina, County Dublin. She's already spoken to the two captains, the full forward for Longford, the full back for Wicklow. They could very well end up marking each other. We'll find out when the ball is thrown in. As I mentioned, Wicklow first. Wicklow have 7 players that started their All-Ireland junior final loss to Fermanagh last December. Mark Murnahan, their manager, looking to blood some new players and give them better options later in the year. Of course, Longford under new management this year. Brian Noonan is in charge, and he's made 9 changes from the team that lost to Louth in their second game of last year's All-Ireland Intermediate Championship. A new start in Longford. Can they deliver the results on the field? This is their opportunity. So we're just waiting for the referee to be ready. That's the Wicklow team in your shot. They'll be wearing white jerseys today. And we're going to hold up now for a raw Naveen, and then we'll get ready for throwing. That was Arona Naveen. We are hearing Glennon Brothers Pierce Park in Longford, and what a week it's been. Glennon Brothers announcing they'll be sponsoring all Longford inter-county teams from under 14 right up to senior, and they'll hope the home side gets off to a good start here today. That is Longford in your shot to go on the far side of the field. Of course, teams not always using dressing rooms now as we live in a pandemic world. Hopefully we're coming out of it. Time will tell, but it's great to see Lidl Ladies National Football League action back and ready to go. Longford looking motivated. We'll have a look at Wicklow in a moment. They're still having huddles and breaking out of them. So the referee calling the teams in. Wicklow wearing the white jerseys and yellow numbers, so hopefully it's not too difficult for you to work out your favourite players if you're watching us here from County Wicklow. They came very, very close to a third All-Ireland Junior Championship in December, and no doubt are one of the favourites later in the year. Longford do play a level above them in Championship. They are the home side. As mentioned, it was 8 points apiece when they played in Blessington in last year's league before COVID-19 shut down competition. Both managements just keeping an eye on each other. But Wicklow now going into position. And the referee, Lorraine O'Sullivan, calling Longford. Are you ready to throw in? Just a couple of minutes late starting. Longford against Wicklow. And you can see the flags going very strongly to the right. They are going to favour Wicklow in the first half. They're looking around for key positional changes. None of note so far. The midfielders in position. Referee waiting for everybody to be where they're meant to be. Both teams have actually gone the far side of the field. Nobody using dressing rooms here today. So Division 3B of the Lidl Ladies National Football League of 2021 is underway. Lorraine O'Sullivan throws the ball in, and it's Longford who win possession at the start and try and launch the first attack towards the 65-metre line. They will try and hold on possession. Aoife Darcy wears number 12 for them, sends it back to Emer O'Brien, the vice captain this year. She gives it to Grace Shannon, and Grace Shannon moves it forward to Ciara Healy. And Ciara Healy trying to get a kick pass into the inside line, maybe find Michelle Farrell perhaps. Michelle Farrell right up there against Sarah Jane Winders. The two captains up against each other, and it's the Wicklow captain that wins the first tussle, and a tussle we'll be keeping an eye on here throughout the game. Niamh McGettigan wears number 9 for Wicklow. She has the ball, moving it out between the 45 and the 65-metre line to Alana Conroy, and Alana Conroy finds a teammate again. It's Niamh McGettigan, a 1-2 as they get inside the Longford 65-metre line. First scoring opportunity for Wicklow will be very, very important in this, as Emily Mulhall leaves it off for Sarah Delahunt. Back to Sarah Delahunt with the white boots on her and sends it down towards the corner, and this could be an opportunity for Sinead McGettigan. Sinead McGettigan does a solo with the ball, tries to move inside, get within range, looking for options there as well as she might go herself, running into Longford defenders, does find a teammate, and the ball comes back out in the direction of Sarah Delahunt, and Sarah Delahunt goes for the first kick of the game. The umpires have a look at it. The ball has gone over the bar, just over a minute gone, 76 seconds to be exact, and it's Wicklow who take the lead. Sarah Delahunt with the point, and it's Wicklow 1 point, Longford no score. So Longford players trying to bunch into the middle, the Wicklow following them there, but they kick out from the goalkeeper. Rihanna McGrath does find Grace Shannon, and Grace Shannon now will leave it off for Niamh Darcy, who sends it out to Claire Farrell, and Claire Farrell will move towards the Wicklow 65-metre line. How can Longford respond? Can they get a point now and get off the mark themselves? As Claire Farrell has been given loads of room to Aoife Darcy. Aoife Darcy with a kick in towards Ciara Healy, didn't quite get it as clean as she would like, but she does have it again and moves towards inside the D. But Longford lose possession. Wicklow have the ball, and the Wicklow defence will try and move it out. It'd be a great statement of their intentions this year, Wicklow, if they're to start off with a victory against an intermediate outfit. They'll be in a group of 5 in the championship this year. Laurie Ahern moving towards the 65-metre line. The sun hides away for a moment. Hopefully it won't be away for too long as Emily Mulhall sends it out towards the far side of the field. Wicklow happy enough to use the width of the park as Sarah Delahunt. Last time she took possession here, it resulted in a score. Longford's defence been very composed. Rihanna McGettigan gives it off to Alana Conroy, and Alana Conroy's inside the 65-metre line, gives it to Sinead McGettigan. Sinead McGettigan finds a teammate there, and Wicklow looking to pull the trigger, not just yet. Maybe Laurie Ahern will have an opportunity. Laurie Ahern with the kick, and that one is going to go to the right and wide. First wide of the game, it comes to Wicklow. Remains Wicklow 1 point, Longford no score. So the Longford goalkeeper, Rianne McGrath, goes out the far side now, trying to find Niamh Darcy, who's wearing number 8. Ball goes out over the line, so Longford have spilled possession. So it's Rihanna McGettigan restarting the play with the kick. Down towards the corner. Wicklow's players very, very mobile. Laurie Ahern. Kick inside the direction of Sinead McGettigan. 2 Longford defenders there. One put in the tackle, one covering. The referee says there was a pick off the ground, and it's going to be a free in for Wicklow. And you would assume this is going to be the second score of the game. So Wicklow happy enough with how they're starting. So the kick goes over the bar. Marie Keeley with the score. And Wicklow go 2 points to 0 in front. We have played just over 4 minutes. Wicklow 2 points. Longford no score. Longford just struggling to find players at the moment. Wicklow happy to jump on any breaking balls. Sarah Delahunt. 7 Sinead McGettigan linking up very well in the early stages of the match. Trying to get it to the danger players. Marie Keeley might get in the end of this. A chance here there. Maeve Deeney's inside, gets a touch in the ball. It's in the net. It's a goal for Wicklow. Trying to get it to the danger players. Marie Keeley might get in the end. Might have been. So the goal will not stand. But the referee is going in to speak to the 2 umpires. Wicklow have had the ball in the net. The goal is up on our scoreboard at the moment. Not our scoreboard, the scoreboard here in Glennon Brothers Park at Pierce Park in Longford. So we're waiting to see what the decision will be. The referee has to... We're just seeing there's a bit of confusion here. I think the referee now is eventually going to get the 2 of them to cross flags, and it will not count. So it remains Wicklow 2 points, Longford no score. And despite Maeve Deeney being adjudged to being in the square, it just goes to show the threat that ourselves and Marie Keeley have when they link up together. Marie Keeley might get... They did get a goal, it will not count. It remains a 2-point ball game, and let off for Longford. But they've got to start finding their players with the kickouts now. It is difficult in the opening period, the flags. The breeze just settling down at the moment. On this occasion, Rianne McGrath's more lucky, finds Grace Shannon. And Grace Shannon sends it into space. Longford in possession, moving towards the 65-metre line. Michelle Noonan, wearing number 21. Down the right go Longford. In the battles between the full-back and the full-forward line. Sarah Delahunt picking it up. She plays with the St. Patrick's Club in Wicklow. And this is what the tone of the first half is most likely be as the breeze picks up again. Kate Hennessy giving the ball off to Rihanna McGettigan. Rihanna McGettigan trying to find Emily Mulhall. Rihanna McGettigan was named to the team in social media, not in the match programme, but she's here and starting wear number 27. And again, Wicklow on the move to Laura Clark. Longford win back possession. Out towards the 45-metre line there, number 10, Emer Heaney. Sarah Shannon's wearing number 15 for Longford. The far side of the field, the pass in the direction of Michelle Noonan. And Michelle Noonan, can Longford create a scoring opportunity here now as it gets into Michelle Farrell? This is who they want to get in the ball. Michelle Farrell trying to weave her way around Sarah Jane Winders. Turns on her left peg, goes for a kick in the post. That's going to go across the goal. Will it stay in play? The umpire had a good look. The ball goes to the left and wide. First wide of the game for Longford. We have played 7 minutes and 20 seconds. Wicklow 2 points. Longford no score. But a well-worked move by Longford on that occasion. As Loretta Gilbert, one of 8 changes to the Wicklow team from last year's All-Ireland Junior Final, gets the kick out. Longford did enough to Draw foul. And it's taken very, very quickly by Michelle Farrell out the far side of the field. Grace Shannon with possession, goes for a kick in the post, and Longford are off the mark. It took them just under 8 minutes to get the point. Grace Shannon, the one that delivers it, and it's Longford a point, Wicklow 2. You can hear the supporters, well, I won't say supporters because there's no supporters here, but the substitutes in the backroom team of Longford really let their voices be heard with that score. So Wicklow just under a bit of pressure at the moment. Longford starting to step it up a bit, but they get the ball out towards the middle of the field again. Laurie Ahern will try and start another attack as she goes raining down the left flank. Looking very, very dangerous. Takes the challenge there. The referee says it was illegal. And Wicklow will have a free. Not often you see attempts from 45 yards hit directly, but with this breeze it might be worth having a look. Laurie Ahern plays her football for Era Oak. As mentioned, Wicklow, of course, under the management of Mark Murnahan. Strong backroom team he has too. Niall Hurley-Lynch, Mick Kavanagh, Seamus Fingleton, Paul O'Riordan. Liaison officers Linda Wynn, physio William Dillon and Amy Horan. Strength and conditioning provided by Dean Ryan. Play resumes, Wicklow on the attack. Trying to find Sinead McGettigan on that occasion. Another foul one. This time Wicklow will go for the post. And Marie Keeley will be the one to come out to take it. So just coming up near 10 minutes. Wicklow with both to the possession so far. Marie Keeley with the kick at the posts. The umpires have a look, they like it, it's gone over the bar. And Wicklow restore their 2-point advantage. It's Wicklow 3 points, Longford 1. Leanne McGrary starts play, giving the ball to Leanne Keegan. Leanne Keegan looks up, finds a teammate. Longford up towards the 45-metre line. Ciara Healy getting a touch there. She's wearing number 11. Lays it off for Aisling Cosgrove. My apology, was Claire Farrell on the occasion. Michelle Farrell with the ball now. Michelle Farrell inside the 45-metre line, moving towards the 20, but running out of options there as Wicklow position themselves. Holds it up, gives it back to Claire. And Claire Farrell to Aoife Darcy, another scoring threat for Longford. Low kick towards Anna McDonald. Good movement here from Longford. Grace Shannon with a kick in the post. Again, you hear the cheer. And Grace Shannon gets the point, and a good response from Longford. An excellent move, it has to be said. And it's 2 points to Longford, 3 to Wicklow. Wicklow not quite getting away from Longford in the early stages. Play moves over towards the 65-metre line. Rihanna McGettigan on the ball. Niamh McGettigan wearing number 9. Sarah Jane Winder is doing the work to bring the ball into the middle of the field in the first place. Wicklow have managed to gain a bit of space, keep the ball in play. Marie Keeley dancing inside, finds a teammate, a couple of passes there. Wicklow need to maintain their concentration as Katie Crawford takes it back for Longford. Katie Crawford to Niamh Darcy. Niamh Darcy finds a teammate out the field, it goes, a foul. And it's going to be a free for Longford. Leanne Keegan winning the free in that occasion. It's been a long time since these teams have played football. We've talked about Wicklow already. That was over 5 months ago. Longford a bit longer. It was November they last played. Claire Farrell. Claire kicks it down towards the inside line. Looking for Anna McDonald. And McDonald always played in the ground. And the referee, the referee seemed to signal for Wicklow there. We were just paused for a moment because we thought it was a Longford free in. That is the decision now. Wicklow's captain, Sarah Jane Winders, giving her opinion on the matter. But it's going to be a Longford opportunity. Sarah Jane Winders, the captain of Wicklow, was their player of the year in 2020. Michelle Farrell, can she get her first of the day? 12 minutes and 40 seconds gone to level the teams. Michelle Farrell with the kick, it might be good. It looks, oh, it comes off the upright. Wicklow had to be careful. It just tailed away, difficult playing into the wind. But still Longford will feel they should have gotten something out of that. Wicklow have the ball. Alana Conroy. They are the 45-metre line. Longford getting players back to try and slow down Wicklow's momentum, but Niamh McGilligan, where number 9 has it. And Laura Clark wins a free. Out the far side of the field to Rihanna McGilligan. And Wicklow are on the attack again, outside the 45-metre line. Play moving very quickly, comes back to Marie Keeley, who started that move 3 passes ago. Trying to skip their way in here. Sinead McGilligan. Wicklow still with the ball, but Longford not making it easy to get through. Niamh McGilligan hoping to have more luck. Gives a pass in towards Maeve Deany with a shot into the hands of the goalkeeper, Rianne McGrath. Maeve Deany's determined to score a goal in this match. Pushing the Longford defender, it's going to be a free out. Longford defender being Aisling Cosgrove. So again, you just see the attacking threat that Wicklow possess. They did win 7. I was going to say All-Stars, but Junior Team of the Year, I think is what was officially called for 2020. Longford have given away possession, an unforced error, and Lana Conroy will restart play. Just outside the Fakin dugout. Of course, just to explain, Wicklow and White State due to a clash of colours. Claire Farrell in towards the middle of the field now for Michelle. Michelle Farrell trying to weave some magic there, looks up, looks for a kick inside. She's come out the field there now, leaving 2 inside. Eva Darcy with the ball for Longford. Looking for Anna McDonald. Just gets away from the number 13 for Longford on that occasion. Eva Gorman trying to move it out for Wicklow. The movement for both teams has been impressive in the early stages. 15 minutes gone, the water break surely won't be too long away. Kate Hennessy gives it to Sarah Delahunt, and Sarah Delahunt to Laurie Ahern. And Laurie Ahern just holds it again, decides will she take on her player. She has a go, doesn't get too far, so gives it back to Sarah again. Sarah Delahunt to Laurie Ahern. To get somebody else involved now, and that somebody else is Laura Clark. Sinead McGilligan trying to see could she weave her way through. Sinead McGilligan actually on the end of it. Rihanna was the one that sent it in, and Sinead McGilligan goes for a kick at the post. And it goes over the bar, 16 minutes in. And here's the replay for you. Wicklow get their 4th point of the game. 16 minutes gone, and the water break has been called, and it gives us an opportunity to take stock of what we've seen in the early stages here. As both panels clap on their on-field players. 4 points to Wicklow, 2 to Longford. Started off Wicklow with a strong breeze, taking the advantage. Sarah Delahunt getting the first score of the game. Marie Keeley with a free after her foul, and Sinead McGilligan made it 2 points to nil. Wicklow had a goal through Maeve Deany, but it was considered a square ball and was ruled out. Grace Shannon getting Longford off the mark on 38 minutes. After a trade of scores of Marie Keeley, Grace Shannon got another, and then Sinead McGilligan with her second of the game, her first of the game, to make it 4 points to 2 on 60 minutes. Wicklow with the advantage. They'll feel the lead more before half time. We'll be back again in about 30 to 40 seconds with more coverage of the first half of the Little Ladies National Football League Division 3. Wicklow in front. Wicklow 4 points, Longford 2. So welcome back there. We just got a chance to take our breaths. Wicklow 4 points, Longford 2. Our coverage here of the Little Ladies National Football League Division 3B, brought to you in association with Sporting Limerick. We hope you're enjoying our coverage here of the opening day of the ladies football calendar for the year. Hopefully it'll be interrupted, I should say, between now and All-Ireland finals and club championships later on. Longford are going to restart play. Our goalkeeper, Rianne McGrath. One of our happiest memories playing is with our school in Wicklow. Winning the final when she was in 4th class. Goes for the low kick out towards Katie Crawford. And Katie Crawford trying to move towards the 45-metre line. Open space there for Longford if they can take advantage of it. Emer O'Brien. Again looking for Ciara Healy. Ciara Healy on the ball. Out towards Aoife Darcy. Aoife Darcy again with a kick towards the inside line. This is Sarah Shannon. Sarah Shannon to Michelle Farrell. Michelle determined to get a point in this game. She'll be disappointed with the free that she missed. About to pull the trigger, not to be in dislocation. Ciara Healy. They're going to go the other side of the field. Longford happy enough to move it. Michelle Noonan. Michelle Noonan to Grace Shannon. Got 2 already. She's well able to kick them as Grace Shannon. On this occasion, it didn't work for her. Good defending from Wicklow. Means a 2-point ball game. Just to update you on the scores in the game for Wicklow. 2 frees from Marie Keeley, Sarah Delahunt and Sinead McGettigan with points. But the 2 points for Longford have come from Grace Shannon. Wicklow hold on to the ball with their captain and fullback Sarah Jane Winders. And their goalkeeper Loretta Gilbert showing that she can come out the field and play a bit. Laurie Ahern. The 2 number 10s up against each other. Emer Heaney not making it easy for our Wicklow counterpart. The Garden County continue their move. It's Sarah Delahunt directing an awful lot of traffic in this game. The ball we thought was going to stay in play, but the umpire says not to be. Sinead McGettigan not keeping it in the occasion, but the link between herself and Sarah Delahunt. Names like Maeve Deany and Marie Keeley are famous enough among football fans after their exploits for Wicklow in 2020. But there's others stepping up in this game, and Mark Byrne will be happy with that. Wicklow on the attack again. Laurie Ahern trying to get in the end of this, and well read by Niamh Darcy for Longford. She's been playing a deep role, assisting the defence, laying off the pass. And Longford have the ball out towards the 45-metre line again. Blue boots off Aisling Cosgrove. Longford just need to be careful with the ball. Emer O'Brien to Grace Shannon. Grace Shannon out towards Claire Farrell. Claire Farrell from Longford Slashers. Sends one in, but another player that's covering off a lot of ground. Rihanna McGettigan, wearing number 27, wins it back for Wicklow, and now all of a sudden it's Laurie Ahern with a bit of space here. She's 2 players inside, she might go herself. Laurie Ahern's back to herself, goes in, the referee says she took too many steps. She won't be happy with that decision. And Longford have a free out. Not wasting any time, Claire Farrell. Claire Farrell kicks it up towards Aoife Darcy. Ciara Healy. Again, the wind was never going to let that ball travel. Wicklow have the ball back again, won by Alana Conroy. This is Sarah Delahunt. And Sarah Delahunt outside the 65-metre line. Both teams get a bit sloppy with the kicks at the moment. You want to encourage kick passing, but you want to find the target. Claire Farrell to Aoife Darcy. Aoife Darcy looks up. Send the crossfield ball. Michelle Farrell. Took the pass from Emer Heaney, but didn't get it further forward like she wanted. And Wicklow have it again. A lot of play being overturned at the moment. Lots of turnovers. Referee spotted a foul, and it's going to be a Wicklow free. So all of a sudden now there's a bit of tension building in this game. Sarah Jane Winders. Wicklow on the move. Laura Clark just loses her balance. Showed enough composure to make sure Alana Conroy got the ball. Sarah Delahunt on the 65-metre line again, looking inside now. Attempt to find Niamh McGettigan, not to be, and Emer O'Brien happy enough to take that for Longford, and Longford are on the move again through Katie Crawford. Katie Crawford gets towards the middle of the field, goes to ground, wins the free. free is going to be taken by Ciara Healy. All these teams want to have a good league campaign. They certainly don't want to get involved in relegation, so picking up an early win can avoid that and then see where you go from there. With groups of four, Emer Heaney with possession of the ball for Longford, gives it back. Working towards the inside line, can Longford manufacture a score through Anna MacDonald. Aoife Darcy. And passes inside. The opportunity for Longford goes across the goal and wide. 3 wides apiece in this game as Loretta Gilbert gets ready to restart the action. Aoife Gillen, where number 4 for Wicklow, lost the ball. Anna MacDonald might go for a cheeky one here. Well, you can't blame her for having a crack at it. And certainly in a kinder breeze, she could have got something more out of that. But Wicklow, both teams have been guilty in the last couple of moments, just guilty of giving away cheap possession. And you've got to hold on to the ball in the kick out. Longford have it again, have it through Emer Heaney. Emer Heaney moving towards the 20-metre line, goes for a kick in the post. Have to be careful there, she got a touch in it, the ball goes over the bar. Emer Heaney with the point, here's the replay there. And again, 2 scoring opportunities for Longford with possession given away. They have the point, it could have been more. It's 3 points to Longford and 4 to Wicklow. This time the keeper coming out more. She can't be blamed for that one. Longford have the ball again. Michelle Farrell gives it to Ciara Healy. Ciara Healy with a Gary Owen style ball. Just travels a bit too far. I wonder, was she hoping somebody would run in? There's a Wicklow player on the ground. So the referee has blown the whistle. A chance for Minters to get a word in. The player on the ground is Emily Mulhall from the Tinahely Club. Teacher by trade, she made her debut in 2012. And speaking of Tinahely, great news announced from Leinster LGFA that they will get to play their Leinster Intermediate Final on the 23rd of June up against Old Loughlin from Carlow. That takes place in Baltinglass at 7 o'clock that evening. But of course, when we give that good news for Wicklow, let's not forget that Longford Club will also be in action in the junior final the same evening. Ballymore take on Kilmore from Wexford. That's at 7:15 in Portlaoise. Also on Wednesday, the 23rd of June. Tinahely will be happy that Emily Mulhall is back at her feet and is okay. Play restarts. Well, we thought play was restarting. But the referee, I think, has spotted one of the Minters. So I think that's just telling the Minter you're not allowed to be beside the goal. Everybody anxious to get messages across to their teams. Loretta Gilbert restarts the action. Wicklow in front by a point. Wicklow 4 points, Longford 3. Kate Hennessy with the ball inside her own 45-metre line. Being chased by Michelle Farrell. Sarah Jane Winters comes flying up the field, gives the pass off to Laura Clark, and Laura Clark now moves towards the 45-metre line, and all of a sudden Wicklow are looking very, very dangerous. Sarah Jane Winters sends it in towards the inside line, trying to find one of the attackers. Sinead McGilligan was never going to get in that. The ball goes wide. Well, as disappointed as Wicklow will be with that missed opportunity, even just the assertiveness of launching an attack after a few mistakes there that nearly yielded major scores for Longford, just to put the ball down the other side of the field. 3 minutes of normal time remain in the first half. We don't have a countdown clock here in Pearse Park. No doubt there'll be a couple of moments added on. Aoife Gorman gives the ball off. Laura Clark on the 45-metre line, back to the midfielder, wearing number 18. Trying to find Maeve Deany. Maeve Deany is there on the ball this time. There's a solo, drops the ball, has it again. Wicklow making hard work at this attack. Maeve Deany has plenty of options, she's dropped it again. Longford applying the pressure. And all of a sudden Wicklow are back out near the 65-metre line. Sarah Delahunt likes to direct the traffic. Rihanna McGilligan likes to do the work, but so does Emer Heaney from Longford. Grace Shannon in possession. Longford will be happy enough to just be a bit composed here now, wind the clock down a bit more. They have that breeze in the second half and they must be growing in confidence. Ciara Healy. So Michelle Farrell, can she get a point before half time? Not if Aoife Gillen has anything to say about it. Two defenders there. Referee spots a push. It's going to be a free out for Wicklow. Game getting a bit stop-start at the moment. Both teams started in positive manner based on the elements. Wicklow with the advantage. So Wicklow have made a change. You might have heard the stadium announcer there. Laura Clark, number 7, going off. Sarah Hogan, wearing number 17, on the field to play. And the referee has the bug, and I think that's a yellow card. And a yellow card for the captain, Michelle Farrell. So, a massive blow for Longford. They're down to 14 players for the next 10 minutes. So, this is a big moment now, especially the next couple of moments. But Michelle Farrell's out of action for 10 minutes. Wicklow have the win for not all of that time, and they'll want to make it count in the next couple of moments. Needless to say, the next few minutes of this match are going to be crucial. Wicklow have a free. I think they would have liked a bit of an advantage there. So very important, Laurie Ahern received an instruction to bring it out to the left. And Wicklow are on the move, trying to get in Maeve Deaney. Maeve Deaney has the ball. Wicklow holding up possession here now, but they need to convert some scores. Out towards the 45-metre line. 30 minutes have been played at the discretion of the referee. How much more time we have in the opening half of this Division 3B game. Sinead McGilligan tries to pull the trigger. That ball goes to the left and wide. And it remains a 1-point ball game. Wicklow 4 points, Longford 3. Rihanna McGrath being absolutely no rush to kick this ball out. From their hands. Always a dangerous ball. Two Wicklow players collided. Might work out for Leanne Keegan, the Longford number 3. Free out for Longford. And that's what they'll want to do now. Hold on to as much possession as they can while Michelle Farrell is off the field. Wicklow will be disappointed. Some of the scoring chances they've had in the second quarter not being as accurate as maybe they should have been. Sarah Shannon played a 1-2 with Michelle Noonan. Wicklow have it back. They need to get at least a point, you'd feel, before the break. 31 minutes gone in the first half. Part of the water break, there's only been 1-2 stops of note. Sarah Delahunt. Aoife Gorman has to substitute Sarah Hogan to her left. Lana Conroy coming up to help out the attack, gives it to Niamh McGilligan. Niamh McGilligan inside the 45-metre line, just loses control of the ball. It might work out for all the same. Longford needs to be careful there. They're full. Emer O'Brien and Leanne Keegan struggling to get onto the ball, but Longford do have it. So out towards the 45-metre line again through Claire Farrell, gives it off to a teammate. And running up the field is Aisling Cosgrove. Aisling Cosgrove, space in front of her. Indeed, there's a 1-on-2 as well as you can find a teammate. Just loses the ball back to Aoife Darcy. Aoife Darcy in the 45-metre line. Spots the running player who's Sarah Shannon. Touch from Rihanna McGilligan. Knocks it out over the line. So Sarah Shannon going to take it for Longford. She plays for Carrie Edmonds. Nominee for Longford Sports Star of the Year in 2018. Wicklow with the ball. Rihanna McGettigan holds it up. Wicklow on the move again. Emily Mulhall. Between the two 65s, can Wicklow get a score here through Aoife Gorman? Aoife Gorman on the move. Sarah Hogan helping out. Back again to Emily Mulhall. Maeve Deeney with a kick forward to the number 2. Sarah Delahunt. And again, Wicklow holding on to the ball, but just struggling to create a scoring opportunity. Might be more luck here now for Sarah Delahunt, but the left boot goes for a kick, and that's gone to the left and wide. 6 wides in the game. A few dropping short. 3 minutes of added time have been played. And Longford to restart play. How much more time will the Dublin official Lorraine O'Sullivan allow? She has the whistle in her mouth. This could be it. She looks at her watch. We're going to have another play. Rianne McGrath being told to get on with it. Wicklow have the ball. Can they make it count? Sarah Delahunt with a kick. Is that going to be a target? It might come in. The umpire says no. We weren't too sure for a moment, but it goes wide. And another wide registered for Wicklow. 1 point in front. Referee again has the watch in her mouth. I think she feels the Longford are taking as long as they can with the kickouts. And again, Rianne McGrath being told to get on with it. And the referee blows the half-time whistle. Half-time here in Glennon Brothers Pierce Park, and it's Wicklow who lead by a point, 4 points to 3. A low-scoring contest it was, not without big opportunities. It was 4 points to 2 at the water break. Just one score since. It was for Longford. Emer Heaney putting the ball over the bar. Wicklow with 2 goal-scoring opportunities. One that did go in the net but ruled out for a square ball. The other, an excellent save from Rianne McGrath. The other side of the field, that point from Emer Heaney forced the Wicklow goalkeeper Loretta Gilbert to tap it over the bar after Wicklow had given the ball away from kickouts on a couple of occasions. It's all to play for in the second half. Longford will have the advantage of the breeze, but they're still playing with 14 players as their captain Michelle Farrell received a yellow card. We'll be back in about 10 minutes time to give you every kick of the ball in the second half of this Lidl Ladies National Football League Division 3B game in Glennon Brothers Pierce Park in Longford. The half-time score, it's Wicklow 4 points, Longford 3. Good afternoon, thank you very much and welcome back here to Glennon Brothers Pierce Park in Longford as we get ready for the second half of the Lidl Ladies National Football League Division 3B. I'm Darren Kelly and this brought to you in association with Sporting Limerick. A very tight contest. It is Longford with the slight breeze, so it's gone slight at the moment, but expected to pick up with the advantage in the second half. But they are a player down after their captain Michelle Farrell received a yellow card before half time, and I would imagine there's going to be another 5-6 minutes before we see her back on the field of play. But can they take advantage of the elements in their favour? Wicklow will be disappointed with some of the misses that they had, especially in the second quarter, registering up 7 wides in total in the opening 30 plus minutes. It's the opening round of a group of 4. The top 2 teams in this group advance to the Division 3 semi-finals. The bottom team in the group will play a relegation final against the bottom team from Division 3A. The other game in this group takes place at 5:30 this evening between Laois and Kildare, but our eyes are now on the middle of the field as Lorraine O'Sullivan, the referee, throws the ball in. Longford attacking the goal to the right, trailing by a point. It's 4 points to 3, and it's Wicklow who'll start off the second half. Niamh McGilligan with possession, the pass in the direction of Sarah Hogan. Sarah Hogan inside the 45-yard line, just stopped by the Longford defence. They've been very determined. Sarah Delahunt has been a player that's been moving the ball around an awful lot in the opening half. Aoife Gorman with the ball, back to Sarah Delahunt. She'll be marshalled by Claire Farrell at the moment, sends it out the far side of the field towards Rihanna McGettigan. Rihanna McGettigan back to Sarah Delahunt. Wicklow trying to find a chance. They know the importance of getting an early score in this second period. Wicklow just outside the 20-metre line. Maeve Deeney back towards Sarah Delahunt again. She'll go out to the left on this occasion, trying to find the number 19, a substitute that has come on, and that is Clodagh Fox. Clodagh Fox, no, disappointed with that, goes to the left and wide. She had a very, very good 2020 for Wicklow. And no surprise to see her on the field of play. We'll confirm who she is on for in a bit. But we're going to restart play first with Rianne McGrath. So Aoife Gorman moves again inside the 20-metre line. Great defending there from Katie Crawford from Longford. Bray put her body in there. And then the referee has given the foul against her. So it's going to be a free in for Wicklow. The referee having a word. Maybe she was just a bit too bullish coming out according to the official. Difficult one, harsh one for herself, but it's going to be a free for Wicklow. And Marie Keeley will only be thinking about the post. Marie Keeley with the kick puts the ball over the bar 2 minutes into the second half. And she gets her third of the day, and it's 5 points to 3, favouring Wicklow. So Longford going with a short pass. Looks like a bit of a rugby challenge there. The arms are around. It's going to be a free out for Longford. So Niamh Darcy will try and launch a Longford attack just inside her own 45-metre line. Goes to the left for Claire Farrell. And Claire Farrell's up towards the 65-metre line. Great speed from the Longford wing back. Gives it off to Grace Shannon. Grace Shannon inside the 45-metre line, trying to get herself within range. Might look for option. No, she's going to go herself. Nobody inside. Of course, Longford, remember, still playing with 14 players. Loretta Gilbert takes the ball for Wicklow. And they'll move it out again. The early couple of points important for Wicklow, especially the breeze having died down a little bit, because it will be expected to pick up at some stage. It will favour the home team. The visitors, though, in control of the scoreboard as Alana Conroy goes in the move. 1-2 with Clodagh Fox. And the second attempted pass doesn't materialise because Aisling Cosgrove said so. Longford have the ball. Aoife Darcy, sister of Niamh, who wears number 8. Now she'll move down the right. Good kick there from Aisling Cosgrove. And Aoife Darcy, Clongwish, scored 130 in her Longford career before today. This is an opportunity for Emer Heaney. Emer Heaney getting inside to go for a shot and goal. A goal for Longford. And it's come, and what a move down the right. Longford have the ball in the back of the net. They lead for the first time. Here's the replay, and Emer Heaney off the far post into the net, and it's Longford 1-3. It's Wicklow 5 points, and the game now turns in a sixpence. How can Wicklow respond? Longford have the advantage. An excellent strike from Emer Heaney. Wicklow on the move. You know, a score very important very quickly as Sarah Jane Winder sends it in towards the attack, trying to find Clodagh Fox. Longford need to be careful. They have it through Leanne Keegan. Leanne Keegan works it out to Emer O'Brien. And now is Sarah Shannon. With 14 players, Longford get their goal. And now in the 65-metre line, possession given away. Sarah Jane Winders is pushed up the field. And Clodagh Fox been involved in an awful lot of ball in the early stages of the second half. Tries to turn past Katie Crawford and go on a move. Sinead McGilligan. Look to the left, went to the right. Sinead McGilligan getting in range again, just blocked down. Aisling Cosgrove doing well. Leanne McGrath with the ball. Anna McDonald for Longford on the 65-metre line. Adding a point to that goal now will really give Longford something to aim for. And it's still a Michelle Farrell to come back. Michelle is Michelle Noonan. Emer Heaney and Michelle Noonan combining. Ciara Healy. Ciara Healy trying to turn her right. Sarah Shannon there to help out. Sarah Shannon down, saying Emer Heaney, do you fancy having to go again? She's thinking about it. Goes to the pass. The pass to Ciara Healy. Ciara Healy with a kick in the post. The ball goes over the bar, and Longford have put the boot down now and have taken the advantage. It's 1-4 to Longford. 5 points to Wicklow. And it looks like this. Michelle Farrell is back in the field of play, and Longford restored to 14 players. I don't think they'll be moving Emer Heaney out from the inside line anytime soon. Sarah Jane Winders. Passing the space, hoping Alana Conroy would get on it, and she did. Aoife Gorman. Back to Sarah Jane Winders. Because want to score to settle things down. Marie Keeley getting within range. A lot of Longford players there closing it out. Very disciplined defending. Ball was played back to Clodagh Fox. Clodagh Fox to Sarah Jane Winder. She'll go for a kick. That's going to go into the hands of the goalkeeper, Rianne McGrath. Rianne McGrath to Katie Crawford, and Katie Crawford sends it out. Leanne Keegan out towards the 20-metre line. Takes the foul from our opposing number 3. Now, often you see the two number 3s up against each other. Be a free out for Longford. 7 minutes gone in the second half. Longford 1-4, Wicklow 5 points. So Leanne Keegan going backwards. Get the players involved. Dashing Cosgrove. Claire Farrell will bring it down the left again. She's done so many times in the game so far. Turns inside. Good movement from Longford. Towards the 45-metre line. Michelle Farrell. Can she finally get a score in this game now after returning to the pitch? Hard challenge, high challenge it was as well. There's no doubting the Wicklow defender was trying to play the ball. Sarah Jane Winder is the captain, but she'll need to be careful. Here's the challenge again. They had contact with the player while looking at the ball. Longford will have a free in. Hold up and play. Anna MacDonald, the player that was down. She celebrated her birthday only last week. Now she's here hoping to celebrate a victory. So the kick from Aoife Darcy at the post, and the ball goes over the bar, and Longford have gone 3 points in front. 9 minutes into the second half. So just as we wish Anna MacDonald a belated happy birthday, she's leaving the field to play. Louise Monaghan on for Longford. Louise Monaghan plays her club football with Mostram. Loretta Gilbert wants to restart the action. And Wicklow now paying for the missed opportunities in the first half. They trail by 3 points. Making a few mistakes, the ball was on the ground. Longford players happy to help the official with the decision. And it's going to be a free for Longford outside the 45-metre line. Niamh Darcy giving it to Michelle Farrell. Michelle Farrell goes to Michelle Noonan. Another score for Longford in a low-scoring game like this would make them red-hot favourites to pick up the 3 points as Aoife Gorman brings the ball out for Wicklow. Turn left, turn right, gives it to Sarah Delahunt. Sarah Delahunt back as Wicklow start bringing the bodies up. Good kick down in the direction of Marie Keeley. Took the challenge, wins the free. For a moment there you thought Marie Keeley might be on her way. Longford will need to be extra careful as well, as only a matter of time before Lorraine O'Sullivan starts punishing some of these fouls for both teams. Marie Keeley with the kick for Wicklow. A score they need. It goes over the bar. Just over 10 minutes gone in the second half. And it's 6 points to Wicklow. 1-5 to Longford. Marie Keeley scored 119 in last year's championship. Short run from Rianne McGrath to Leanne Keegan. And Leanne Keegan moving towards the 45-metre line. Does very well to shake off the attentions of Clodagh Fox. Longford getting a few more players involved now. Sarah Shannon, a tangle between 2 players off the ball, just accidental. Michelle Farrell is on the move now down the right flank into space. It's open up for Longford. Emily Mulhall trying to get back. Michelle Farrell still has it. Had a thought about going for the post. Sends it across. The referee has blown the whistle. And it's another free. This time a free out for Wicklow. So Wicklow with a kick out there, and Longford disappointed with that decision. Emily Mulhall. Sarah Hogan. Both teams Have to be very careful of any touches in the ground. They're getting punished on a regular basis. Niamh McGettigan for Wicklow. Sarah Delahunt on the 65-metre line. There's a 1-2 with Kay Hennessy, and Sarah Delahunt sent it down towards the inside line. Have to give Longford their due. They've thrown themselves into any challenge there, especially the full back line. Have not made it easy for Wicklow. Did we have a mention? Looks like it was Maeve Deaney that went off with a half-time substitution. Sarah Jane Winders working hard for her team, trying to keep them in it, get them back in it. But they've struggled in front of the posts. Something they'll have to fix as the year goes on. Sarah Jane Winders out to the left to Emily Mulhall. Emily Mulhall sends it forward. Aoife Gorman down towards the corner. Getting the little touches. That occasion was Katie Crawford. Gets it away from Clodagh Fox. Longford in possession. A few dark clouds starting to show in Glennon Brothers, Pierce Park and Longford. But Longford moving it out the far side of the field. And again another Wicklow attack breaks down and Longford are on the move. Towards the middle of the park. Eva Darcy sends it down, was trying to pick out Sarah Shannon, not to be, says Niamh McGettigan. Wicklow just trying to move it out again, Alana Conroy. Either team can find an extra yard of pace that could do damage. Laurie Ahern on the move. Outside the D. Looking for options. The option comes from Sarah Delahunt. Rihanna McGettigan goes to the far side of the field, hoping Kate Hennessy will get on this. Kate Hennessy has support from Marie Keeley. Two players collide. No foul, says the referee. Play continues on. Aisling Cosgrove lays the ball off, and now we're going back. So after initially not blowing the whistle, we hold up play. And attention being sought from Marie Keeley. "14 minutes gone in the second half. Wicklow 6 points, Longford 1-5. Well, Shannon Goetzelin is on the field to play for Wicklow. Getting ready to restart play with Longford. The referee, of course, did stop play in case it was a serious head injury. Thankfully not to be. Longford with the ball. Next water break not too long away. Last chance for management teams to really get the messages across what they want from their respective sides. Longford, the team in control at the moment. Grace Shannon loses out possession. Lana Conroy did well for Wicklow. And the centre back now is up in an attacking role. Wicklow on the move. Aoife Gorman trying to weave her way through, no route, so give it to Ciara Healy. She finds a teammate, and Wicklow decide to change tack and go down the left. Sarah Hogan. Laurie Ahern works her way through. She weaves in between two players, goes for a kick at the post. They could do with this. It's going to be close, but it goes to the right and wide. Ninth wide of the game for Wicklow, and I think the referee is blown for the water break. And the referee has blown for the water break, and it's at the moment as we look at it, there are 16 minutes exactly gone in the second half. What a second period we've had. Wicklow in front at half time by 4 points to 3. Marie Keeley put the ball over the bar to put 2 between them. But then the crucial score, Longford combining down the right, and Emer Heaney putting the ball into the back of the net. A low strike off the post to give them the advantage. They were still down to 14 players at the time. Ciara Healy and Eva Darcy on target, sensible 3 between them. Another place ball from Marie Keeley has brought it back to a 2 2-point ball game. The rain is getting ready to arrive here in Pearse Park for the final quarter of this contest. Well, as a host to lead by 2 points, we'll be back in about a minute's time for full coverage of the remaining action in this game in Division 3B of the Lidl Ladies National Football League. Longford in front. Longford 1-5, Wicklow 6 points. Welcome back here as Rihanna McGrath restarts to play for Longford, but it's Marie Keeley who wins the ball for Wicklow, goes for a kick, was fouled in the process, and it's going to be a free in for the visitors and an opportunity to reduce the gap. So Marie Keeley, final quarter ahead here for both teams. Who is going to win this opening round of Division 3B of the Ladies National Football League? A high Gary Owen style ball, my fault for Sarah Delahunt. Wicklow still have the ball. Sarah Delahunt again will have a go at the post. Looks good on this occasion. The umpire goes for the flag. It's gone over the bar, and Wicklow now only trail by 1. It's 7 points to Wicklow, 1-5 to Longford. Remember, it was a draw in 2020 when the two teams met in Blessington. 8 points apiece on that occasion. It's 8 points to 7 at the moment. Rihanna McGrath coming out towards the 20-metre line to restart the action. Referee blows the whistle. And Rihanna McGrath sends a long drive this occasion, but not to be because Sarah Delahunt has won it back for Wicklow. Can they get back in level terms? Longford led by 3 on one occasion. But now it's Wicklow on the move. They're 10th wide of the game. A wide with Shannon Gwitzelen on that occasion. Longford have the ball. Katie Crawford trying to bring it out towards the 45-metre line, taking the ground, wins the free. After getting their noses in front, Longford will not want to lose their lead. The wind has not quite been as strong as they would have hoped in the second half, but they did have a great purple patch, hitting 1-2 unanswered in a 5-minute spell. So Longford to restart play. Claire Farrell going backwards. Gust of wind hitting us here in the commentary box. The rain is starting to come down. We don't know if you can make it out on our screens just yet. Just trickling down. We'll have a major factor, but Sarah Delahunt has been so focused throughout the afternoon she probably won't realise it is raining as she gives it to Laurie Ahern, and Laurie Ahern on the 45-metre line trying to again weave her way through, looks for support. The support comes from Niamh McGilligan. She finds that the teammate plays a 1-2, and now it's in the boot of Marie Keeley, who goes for a kick in the post, and again Wicklow with another missed opportunity. And needless to say, if Wicklow do not win this game, it's the missed chances they've had in the match. You'd forgive them more for the second half ones with the gusts that can blow every now and again, but the misses in the first half, they really need to drive the advantage, especially when they had an extra player. Longford have maintained their composure. Brian Noonan, their new manager, will be happy with that. They haven't had a win in the field of play in over a year. Of course, they only played 2 matches during that period, but Sarah Jane Winters has the ball for Wicklow. Wicklow only lost 1 game in the last year. That was the All-Ireland final. Sarah Delahunt on the 45-metre line. Again looks for the option. The option comes to Aoife Gorman. Aoife Gorman moves inside the 20-metre line. This might open up for the midfielder. Wearing number 18. The referee blows the whistle, says she took too many steps. And it's going to be a free out for Longford. And again, we're going to slow it down. The technical rules very, very important, but the game just has struggled at times to get a flow. Number 17 for Longford is Cara Shannon. She did start against Loudoun last year's championship, didn't start on this particular occasion, was on the field now. Can she help Longford to get the 1 or 2 scores to get them over the line here? Or can Emer Heaney get another goal? The referee's blown the whistle again. Another substitute getting ready for Longford. Wicklow are going to have a free out. So 22 2.5 minutes gone in the second half, 7.5 of normal time remaining. I'll tell you the substitution in a moment. We're waiting for play to restart. So Kieran Mulligan, number 23, on the field of play in the 23rd minute of the second half. Longford 1-5, Wicklow 7 points. And Wicklow with the ball to Aoife Gillen. Aoife Gillen to Sarah Jane Winters. Sarah Jane Winters on the 45-metre line trying to work her way out. Gives it back to Aoife Gillen. They have another free. Great tussle between Claire Farrell and Rihanna McGettigan, the respective teams. The Longford player wins it on that occasion, gives it to Niamh Darcy, and Niamh Darcy finds a teammate in the middle of the field, and that teammate is Emer Heaney, who starts to move again. They've moved Emer Heaney out the field. I thought they would have left her in. She tried to find Michelle Farrell. Michelle Farrell losing now to Sarah Jane Winters, who's been very busy for Wicklow in various different parts of the fields. Wicklow going across the lines. Sarah Hogan lays it off. Niamh McGettigan towards Sarah Delahunt. And Sarah Delahunt now trying to launch a Wicklow attack, get themselves back on level terms. Just over 6 minutes of normal time remaining in the game. Wicklow trail by a point at 1-2 with Aoife Darcy and Sarah Delahunt going down the right. Cover Clodagh Fox. Ball goes out over the line. It's going to be a Longford ball. There is one thing you would have to say for both teams. You could do with a bit of urgency to restart the play, especially when a bit of momentum comes. It's important to maintain composure as well, but it's very hard to gain momentum and drive up some opportunities. Whistle has blown. It's going to be a Wicklow ball. Wicklow are going to make another change as well. Rihanna McGettigan going off the field, and it's Ella Park that's on. Grace Shannon is off the field for Longford as well. Aoife O'Brien coming on for them. Wicklow have the ball. Aoife Gorman lays the ball off again just outside the D. Wicklow looking to make sure they get in range. Clodagh Fox, the arms are around her, free for Wicklow. So this is an opportunity for Marie Keeley to finally get Wicklow back on level terms. Less than 5 minutes of normal time remain. On the edge of the D. Against the breeze of the set down with swirling nonetheless. Marie Keeley goes for a kick at the post. It's an excellent kick from the Wicklow number 15. And the sides are level. It's Wicklow 8 points. It's Longford 1-5. 4 minutes to go. The Bolton Glass corner forward doesn't disappoint. Rianne McGrath looking to restart the play. Finds Leanne Keegan. Aoife Darcy there to help out as well. Aisling Cosgrove too, and Longford are up towards the middle of the park. Aoife Darcy there again. Kieran Mulligan had the ball. Referee blows the whistle. It's going to be a Longford. Well, Longford thought it was going to be their ball, but the referee was going the other way. It's going to be a Wicklow ball. And both teams appear a bit confused what's going on at the moment. It is a Longford ball, but not exactly where they were going. And advantage presumably was given and brought back for a previous infringement. Football has returned. And it's great to see it live. We hope you're enjoying our coverage, brought to you in association with Sporting Limerick. Longford 1-5, Wicklow 8 points. The sides are level here. And Glennon Brothers Pierce Park as Emer Heaney looks to create a scoring opportunity. Gives it off. The power off to Louise Monaghan. Louise Monaghan holds it up for Cara Shannon. The substitutes for Longford. Starting to make an impact. Ciara Healy. Longford again just holding it up. Michelle Farrell tries to make it turn this well to turn her right. Will she finally get her score here? It's going to be close, but it goes to the right and wide. Are we destined for another draw between these two counties? Wicklow have unforced Derry giving the ball away. Not a time to be doing this. Longford have a chance. Emer Heaney. Emer Heaney's a Cara Shannon. Cara Shannon outside the 20-metre line, back to Emer Heaney. We know what you can do from this range. And a 1-2. Longford want to make sure that when they get their chance, they make it count. Michelle Farrell, a crossfield ball towards Niamh Darcy. Niamh Darcy might think about this. Goes to the pass, lays it off. Two players there, and it's Claire Farrell up the field, gives it back towards Louise Monaghan. Niamh Darcy, Longford holding on to the ball, but nobody willing to take on a shot. Aoife O'Brien on the 45-metre line. Wicklow getting the bodies back. 12 players behind the ball. Wicklow still keeping three in reserve the other end of the field. Ciara Healy out towards Michelle Noonan. Michelle Noonan to Michelle Farrell. The clock continues to tick away. 28.5 minutes gone in the second half. 90 seconds of normal time remaining. Longford, who is going to step up and go for the posts? Will it be Aoife O'Brien? Aoife O'Brien skips off the marker. Couple of passes there, and it's Claire Farrell moving inside. Claire Farrell here. Just a touch game there. The umpire says it's a wide ball. Great defending from Wicklow, and Longford's opportunity goes a begging. And you just have to ask yourself, should somebody have taken responsibility sooner and had a kick at the posts? 1-5 to 8 points. Wicklow need to be careful. They've given the ball away again. Michelle Farrell will have a go this time. There was never any doubt about that. And Michelle Farrell puts the ball over the bar. And Longford back in front. It's 1-6 to Longford, 8 points to Wicklow. And Wicklow will be kicking themselves after all their hard work. They've given it away again. Emer Heaney on the run. She got the first goal. She kicked it over the bar. Puts two between the teams. The final minute of normal time. She might have considered going low, but did the percentages in her head, had the maths, and said, if I put my team 2 points in front, Wicklow will have to score a goal. And that's not looking likely at this stage. The 30 minutes have been played. We are in injury time. How much time will be played will be at the discretion of the official. This time, Wicklow have the ball. Niamh McGettigan. That might be time for 2 more points. We have had a water break. We have had 1 or 2 stops. They won't panic yet, but they need to get themselves up the other end of the field. And Wicklow are in the middle of the park. Our Longford about to end their long wait for a victory. Foul committed. Free for Wicklow. Sarah Delahunt getting herself in position. She wants the ball. 60 minutes and 40 seconds. Out the far side of the field. Aoife Gorman. Aoife Gorman trying to wheel her way inside. If Wicklow are going to go for 2 points, they need to get one of them soon. As Sinead McGilligan tries to work her way through. Referee says she took too many steps. And it's going to be a free out for Longford. Ashleen Cosgrove with a kick out towards the left flank to Aoife O'Brien. Aoife O'Brien will try and keep it in play. 1.5 minutes of the added time has been played. Aoife Darcy there to help out for Longford too. Now's the time they'll hold on to the ball and try and force Wicklow to take it off them. Emer O'Brien. Aoife Darcy. Longford within touching distance of an opening day victory in the Lidl National Football League. Leanne Keegan inside her own 45-metre line. They want to move it up a small bit. Ciara Mulligan. Emer Heaney again, and goes for the kick. The kick down towards Cara Shannon just gets away from the Longford number 17, and Aoife Gillen will win it for Wicklow. Sarah Hogan. Wicklow trying to get it out of their full back line. They need to be extra careful. If there's any chance of a victory, they need to have the ball, but they've given it away again. And now Longford and Aoife Darcy are happy enough to say, we'll hold on to this. Longford won't take any risks now, unless it's certain they get something out of it. Kick out towards the right, towards Cara Shannon. Cara Shannon, will she have a go? She's going to have a kick, maybe on that occasion. She should have turned it around. Last chance for Wicklow, you'd feel. The referee has blown the final whistle and there will be no last chance. And Longford have beaten Wicklow on the opening day of the Lidl National Football League for 2021. Wicklow led at half-time. They led by 4 points to 3. But when Emer Heaney scored a goal for Longford 4 minutes into the second half, it gave them a lead. They did surrender it at one stage as Sarah Della Hunt and Marie Keeley got Wicklow back in level terms. But a couple of mistakes in defence for Wicklow allowed Longford 2 scoring opportunities. Michelle Farrell, the captain, who missed 10 minutes with a yellow card before half-time, got a point, and Emer Heaney, even though goal was on, decided to go for the white flag, got the second. Longford have won. A disappointment for Wicklow. They will look back and regret many missed opportunities at both halves. They end up with nothing today. Longford have the victory. We hope you enjoyed our coverage, brought to you in association with Sporting Limerick here in Glennon Brothers Pierce Park in Longford, and the final score in Division 3B of the Little Ladies National Football League of 2021. It finished Longford 1-7, Wicklow 8 points.